Atachin chitab kolenjin eng ketesiet nebo KSSSA kotigeyote en inguni ko en inguni amache kusingong kotiengei ak ureriosiek choton chebo tamit nebo oeng sukul choton chebo secondary schools ole noton kondochin benkit noton nebo KCB kole imuch kotestai komie nebo chepkondok chekitabonchi icheket asikomuch koyai komie ureriet noton nebo tamit nebo oeng kotiengei noton bitab raini kemiten ak ofisayat kobun benkit noton nebo KCB inendet ko ofisayat no anan branch manager en mornet noton nebo benkitab KCB noton nebo Kariobangi en jotet Nairobi inendet ko CPA Mathew Kiplimo kobaten magityon ine korong boroin tai komuch kokat puretab kolenjin akomuch komwae kole tos ine kobunu komosta ainon. Karibu sana CPA Mathew.
Okay, kongoi kabisa Shadra Mutai. Ngaine kyo ko CPA Mathew Kiplimo, branch manager KCB Kariobangi. Abaibai bitutab rani akamache akat big tugul chosibo this show nebo KASS TV ak tomatastai amache amwa context about what KCB sponsorship ak Kenya Secondary Schools Sports Association tam 2 games. Netai amache amwa kole eng kenyisiek chekokosir karibu 20 years anan jaglen 2 decades kiko invest in KCB ngalekab sports secondary schools ak one of the thing kiko invest in KCB kikebeishe over 3.5 billion ngalekab sports over those 20 years and the main aim ni invest in KCB kumache keker kele kakinachan talents from the secondary school ak kumache keker akot kula kakisponsor elite competition chebo barak missing in Kenya amache keker kila kakiposition in Kenya in a global space in terms of ngalekab sports. In KCB kitinye KCB sports strategy kure kitaune ngalekab grassroots development kipatinani ak sukulishek kipatinani ak communities ak partnership ak sports institutions sigeger kila kakichep a pathway nemuch kobaishe these sports men and women chebo lagok chebo school through grassroots ak progression from grassroots kepa regional level, national akoi international level. Ko commitment nenyo kama staff KCB amache keker amache kehakikishan la kakinachan these students kiboru commitments nenyo from KCB kunachani talents aku tagu amu kbendi ke sponsor Kenya Secondary School Sports Association games tam 2 games aki investing a lot of money in those activities. Apart from ngalekab sports chikikere kele mache keker kele kakinachan talent ak identify talent kumache akot kehakikishan la kakiker ngalekab environmental sustainability through clean energy. Ngalekab through clean energy kipatinani ak schools lakini mache kebaishe these games chebo 2026 second term kia awareness akebaishe wanafunzi amukia minani kila wanafunzi kumuch kiyogo agents anan kumuch kiyogo ambassadors chimuja kupushan this narrative of clean energy sigemuch kai environmental sustainability about our community in sukulishek in our country Kenya.
Okay.
Yes.
Mugo tebechi enengoni bwana Kiplimo le wine tos amone security level with secondary schools mat ko tertiaries and universities and colleges amat ko chore ngoni much ba junior schools monga amone security level tos ogere ko the right part yotan ge pick talents yanga wait la ko high school maybe
igere sana ngumila kwet ngalekab high school ngoga kwet la kwet high school kukake development the right skills ako kako form the right mindset akako amangile wolung making gay talent nyoto automatically ngiger ruik togol chimi Kenya kitaune high school ngiger sportsmen chebo Kenya kitaune high school much kebeishe example ngibo footballer na kikure kibet nekiba St Anthony makiki identify from high school so kugere klan nekibeishe this route of secondary schools kumuch kenyoru ke sponsor the right talent to this sports journey.
Okay.
Yes.
So tos tianjip kondo chukuro tamana nguni boisien en timet noton nebo oeng nebo kenyitab 2026 ko tos ne kit neter en kenyini ngekerchin kora ak last year amun angole of course you are progressing en ngalekab sponsorship nekoitoi.
En kenyini ngikombean kenyisiek tugul chekike sponsor these events kenyitab 2026 kakeboisie rabinik chechang koboisie 20 million only in these second term games, national games koboisie 20 million sikemuch ke breaken this 20 million into two portions. Netai ko amache amwa korok le ki the title sponsor, the title and kit sponsor nebo these events. Netai 12 million kubendi ke sponsoni the specific schools chiki qualifying to participate in the national schools, in the national sports games. Kikochini sports kits, ngalekab uniforms ak ngalekab kweinik chikuboisien mashindano. Ak mashindano chiku focuseni saidi ko mashindano chu football, volleyball, table tennis, netball, rugby, akalak togol chi chaixot in the event ni nyoni wiki ni juni.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Kugot missing.
Akot kotomo itastai amache amwa akot the remaining 8 million keboisie ngalekab activities chebo betunoto komache kemaken a memorable moment in that event kotok kabisa kole this event is an international event. Much keboisie ngalekab activities chu entertainment, refreshment ak tugun chu joto.
So kwanyit event ko komie.
Yes.
Tucha magatin tugul. So also negi no eso ko like much chep kono chuko taban chite 20 million ko boisien komie no entire tos ko chapton wala ye kimagi taban this budget ko you no go na way ko be ko rai ko ari tugul ko nge ko ngelen at least sponsor no ginyor nebo KCB ko torete no bit impact en roi kabit impact en biri gambire tab keldo kabit impact en rerenek.
Netai ki approach the Kenya Secondary School Sports Association. Aki requesten kokonech budget aki analysis nebo budget tokol sukulishek kwata participants kwata officials kwata ngakakenyor that budget. That is how we arrived at a budget nebo 12 million chebo sports kits ak 8 million this 12 million kuboisie kila trophies at the same time boisien sports kits ak trophies. 8 million kumi budget nebo refreshment nebo activities entertainment tugun chu tugul
MC ak tugun chimioten
referees.
Okay. So agere tebute na muga tebi kolen tos ngun chepkondo chuta kokon amisi maget noton nebo KCB amucho invest in sports kasinta ne bureriet ko mucho walda itano ngalekab national games at the long run.
At the end of it all ngiger the end goal nebo these sports activities naekse mutkase the end goals ku identifying the talents achumuch ku progress into international level of games to regional much keba regional East Africa ko nekake identify those potential talents kemi ko sponsoni kibeti ketesatai kila kehakikishan kila katoku this talent worldwide. Kiko position our country this sports event international amu mi coaches chupkoni konyo koker ko identify talent ko progression from there ke ka identify these talents much ke nurture this person to another level ke coach through coaching ko much ku walak the sports that person akuyo an international person much ku represent our country internationally.
Okay. Angana lo ko KCB o mitami singeri beta bitona ga bemet notan no tesitao ay titorete na magata mo gere ngalega either ga min ke ti ge by clean energy o mita what missing notan mo ngine o timo gara so toret narani ko nyor na ko tengo to menge chen kona golle emba je tubul no sul do ngara o makini ko nyor na akone ga manutet notan nebo ga bitri beta bitona ga bemet no bote ge by clean energy kumatot ketil keti ak chego ko bit notan ge bote ngele ngwe to akichek ko ngen ga manutet akorif.
Kongai kumache ki aminani kile ngibeishe students in that range of age kumuch kukone impact in terms of awareness nebo clean energy. Kumache kemakan ke create an awareness nebo environmental conservation through our clean energy. Ngile clean energy kubaishe ngalekab solarization, kubendi ngalekab steam cooking, kubendi ngalekab gas cooking. Kumache keker kole kabaishe sukulishek chu ngalekab environmental friendly energies and activities. So much ko conserve the energy, the environment. Here kumache ke achieve three key things in this environmental clean energy. Kumache ke ai ku inugure environmental conservation, ke reduce carbon, ake ke nyura an healthier community. Ngi educate mwanafunzi kiaminani kile ngimwachi mwanafunzi agenga kula this is the way and this is the right way ni maji paishe so that you can conserve the environment. Could take the same information to the community. Aga the same person tinga a larger lifespan ni much ku proclaim these energy conserving environment activities for the future generation. Ku focus ani some years to come. Kumache ke la kaki clean and about 2030 vision 2030 keret noton mache ke la ka achieve in Kenya our vision 2030 ngalekab environmental conservation.
Okay, akatep chi tebut nang na lamar hawang la magyuten gange taw katep ko le tos taw gew ngale jutan ci bogre se ko ngal mi bet magel lum do na launching aso mu waro taw tigere sugul ko ngete ge bet ta mutai wi gina tan ge sugul se aso taw ngale ga bogre sek agonech program ku lu lum do age taw officially ngalekab
sports taw officially 31st of July. Noto kumut kasi.
No ko gasinda kuna barawan.
Yes. Kutoma kubarawan petu July. Kisha kumitinya official launch. Mi official launch ne batarika yen arawa tap se sir. Kongete ga sa ita yen ak sa akoy sa taman. Aron ayekse M-Pesa Academy Thika. The official closing about this event ko tarik sab arawa kitab se.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. In M-Pesa Academy betu natan ke the site or website angwan agabeberiat any other activity ni mago mite bet natan maybe other sponsors and tungu chego ko KCB cho mawala ko or match or lonje chego mawala these are sponsorship number this year.
Main sponsors ko KCB ko lasma ke lonje officially through KCB.
Yes.
And kadinya our KCB corporate team jo go present in that event sige lonje the same day. Kilonjani the sports activity mamuja na other sponsors lakini ki the main sponsors. Yes.
Okay, we got missing. Team it ana ureriet na much ko the third national level no focus ani missing go tos mi no goro pikan wali kimange focus an missing ino ni amugaro get mara mi logo get based on the ability of chameta.
Magitinya specific lakini ki focus ani on all the sports activities. Jemite school.
Okay. Sawa. Katep chi swali hawate na sa ta yetem no ne baadaye ngete ke wongoro ngale chi buriret ko machi ko chami bising biga ko lenjin ko baten gi kusingong toretiet no kaite ko KCB ko itie isomani ko still urere nek chotan chebo different fields ne gitayen wayna ter apart from o support en lagochu en ureriet ko KCB.
Ko KCB kitinya KCB Foundation apart from sports activity ki sponsor ni agot sports men and women ngalekab somanet en ganyitab 2026 this year kage sponsor 75 students in their academic journey. These students ko talented individuals sigike pikan all over the country again at the best schools. So ko ngosomani kwa masoezi soko mangut pot results ngu focus on talent na nyine bo sports kuminga leka somanet kiga sponsor 75.
Okay,
lakini overall kiga sponsor over 125 students kongete geto. Yeah,
125.
Yes,
chigiro much une na no motara no latos une bat kingeta une chiko na mendai kinga kotara high school wengi ngoba college kitasta nan tinye otiamona
first course na nyogo ba 20 ngalekab sports sponsorship ko gitau like 2 years ago. We get size go progress and very well.
Yeah.
Majority of them got me this national games like mutkase.
Okay. Ne gina muchi moy Kiplimo somanen chu en kasarta ne mite sukul ko chenge ureriosiek ubone so already otarete cheget. Ne tirset ne muchi ko chi lenje ya. Mo kwegen yango tau ogilgen sukul en ngalek ab ureriosiek ko yoitu yange bon KCB sigena mageun. Ne tirset ne muchi ko chi.
Amaja amoji this young generation wala netai nimuchi ngitesa ak somanet amaje amoji kula the best option ko focus on in your talent area of specialization so that you can boost your specialization current sasingine ya various disciplines in several sports activities lakini ngumi agenge ni focus ni completely focus 100% sinyoru the best results nebo yen ko ngalek ab discipline ngiger ngalek ab sports paishe schoolishek ngalek ab sports ko bring discipline in this young generation ngalek ab teamwork and leadership much identifying leadership someone who has a leadership skill from the grassroots from the how that person gele kagichap one of them ki team leader or team leader nebo and captain nebo that team those are leadership skills developing from that particular point amacha chair this young generation akot ngutimi isomani anan ye ngalek ab sports amaje ipkat ngalek ab environmental conservation ipkat kula how will the future look like if we have an environmental sustainability or conservation in our country kuboria kot ngalek ab tree planting kikepatana nak schools kukola ketik like every year every branch in our country kukola 1500 trees minimum of 1500 trees lakini peak chiko lagete choku wanafunzi one person per tree in sugulishek ni high population sugulishek ni low population wanafunzi agenga koko much ko lagete karibu 85 akon nachan that tree soko yogo the school an environmental friendly place whereby we reduce carbon agenyor an healthier community which will bring us rain ugone ngaleka ngomiro definitely ko ngaleka food reservation in our country kumi barak
okay amache gebe ore no Facebook maswali chago much ko it en ngone katep chiwale does KCB have plans to expand this sponsorship to include term 1 and term 3 schools games or other school sports disciplines sponsor ni every term activities amu kami partnership ak Kenya Sports Secondary Schools Sports Association so every time kimi ngiger term 1 games kukikumi sponsor mamuja mwa the specific amount lakini kikimi kama the main sponsor kabaishe ngaleka term 2 sana amu yere majority of the games mi term 2 ko international amu ko na these individuals so sana kabaishe term 2 lakini magelen mami this other sponsorship akot in grassroots levels who approach the schools the nearest branches get sponsored through our foundation these activities get budget age present through our normal way get approve then we sponsor okay agwa mongola machang activities first time and third time kwanza that time kunga KCSSA ko matyange meet ngalega boreriosiek kale chita kale Kenya has an immense talent but many students struggle due to lack of facilities. Is KCB considering investing in sport infrastructure in school? Tozo tete ogero lagarawa mucho tarete tekset ab tuche magatin miten team ne go bay ko mie mi singmara pol boy te go mie ngalega volleyball tozo tareti go chapchi kiwanjet mi le miten go mie ngalega tennis o tarete ngalega kiwanja ngalega swimming tos utinye ga mangude tanan kamuget nebo nan keret nebo mi bien tayon o chemu tarete in terms of tuche magatin in school kerenyo ko kyagekishan kila kakunyoru the talent in any way amacha I encourage that person wala ki support ni through the nearest branch ngogere kala
the best, this institution ko the best in terms of let's say swimming ko approach the nearest branch agi kitinye relationship ak majority of the schools ngipangani ngutu that school ko pangani ya KCB ko yuko rahisi ke support and that activities ko support ni through KCB Foundation such activities.
Okay. How will KCB measure the success of this sponsorship after this year's game? You go wange nguni kone ne wogera go yes ko ga igomni ana wa igomni chepkondo chuko taban silingi sek million tiptem tamana weng jotan chebo getoreten event ak sisit chebo getoreten ngalekab chepmi ora chemagotin ko ga gomni ne gi nemuch obura ko measure nen among la tebe noton.
Netai ko amucha awolu aratunwek somok. Netai commission it through the nature we want to inspire. How many people have we inspired through these sport activities? Nebareng ku ngalekab commission need the impact through environmental sustainability awareness. Kakumuch ke extend to what extent the environmental sustainability kagunyor the right agent or the right ambassadors to much ku take this environmental conservation agenda forward nebasomok those kaka achieve the holistic development of this youth through this sponsorship much na igole miss kulishek chemo kama much kumukta ko participate in this event am very expensive ngalekab sports kits kage raisishan that event through our sponsorship. Yeah.
Okay. Agere chang en tebut ko ngage temge wadlun ka tebe chi gole what inspire the bank to invest in school sports at this level wangage walanon so temage gora gale how will the sponsorship improve the experience of students, athletes, coaches and schools participating in games? Ko among well of course ka go support kama much bagin ko ay gumye.
Yeah.
Will KCB identify and support outstanding talents from the games through scholarship, mentorship, or future sponsorship?
Yeah, in such events, me our KCB Foundation, me crown, go identify those talented individuals. Negi identify and kala much ke support and this person through academic journey, ki ko chini sponsorship. Amoga ka amagala kanyini. But 2026 KASS sponsor 75 and the only way to identify these people go through these national games, regional games and also the grassroots games. Ki identify ni the final place neki colony for applications. If you're interested akiminga like up sports avail yourself in a certain place. Oku last year this year kike kimichi kike ketale ageldorer. So, ke ngalajota gi sponsor ni.
Okay. How does supporting grassroots sports align with KCB broader sustainability and youth empowerment strategy? Those that we did not water or mutarta in terms of empowering among wale of course it will come through talent konyor support wale urede much kwa igone agini hata umwanyor sabet chita
kanyor sabet
kage mwana iwangage walu chechang endu cha magotebi what message does KCB have for other corporates regarding investing in grassroots sports development in Kenya? Kala gurset ne na much what ndai in other stakeholders mi ngale abrero siga nan go sponsors and corporate wanamge tugule unenge bagenga munonge na ngada ngo gono chepkondo 20 million kwa chang chemagoti ngot missing ngegere ngone gele tostian team tostian rerenik tostian ko muga wat piole ya tatake ga unyo 20 million maybe as title sponsor ali amatema la kicha on board.
Amaja encourage and the other corporate institutions kole ngenam ke un sige much ke torat these institutions anan ke torat our country ke identify and akenajan talents amu kike ke results in the investment jige investment for over 20 years about 3.5 billion mabapuch amu kike sponsor elite competitions be barak akike inspire youth akike be share this platform ke promote on ngalekap environmental conservation amu ki mami institution moe ngalekap environmental conservation the best channel nemuch kebaishe ku ngalekab sports anan grassroots sports development amu imuch inachan that individual person ileji ingomwachi ngalekab environmental conservation, imwachi ngalekab discipline, teamwork ak ngalekab maybe discipline in the institution. Tinye impact newo kabisa amu ngibaishe ngimutu pichu together akinget inet ngalekab across all the disciplines imuchi kenyor a society very responsive and a very progressive society.
Okay. Kagiwango kobaten ngetem zotorje ngalekab inclusivity tebe chi wale tos ne toreti dan tos ugochini support mo ana usini kongot missing bi kadanda gebeluti emboro kwage kale learners with disability also benefit through support for para sports competition mangna line on para sports competitions. And how will girls sports benefit from this sponsorship?
Amaja olu ngalekab disability in every slots ki focus ni ki sponsor ni the normal way ngalekab scholarship and pure academic. Lakini in every category getting special positions or special slots for people with disability. Ako pass magna ngwai komingwony in totality. Mara sa singine iwo interviews iwo scholarship iger kole majority of the people iger maybe 2 or 3 people ko disabled. Ako makisha kwa komingwony ngiger kole makisha komingwony ako disabled, that is a direct sponsorship kikoite regardless of the performance. Ngochanga wanafunzi chu disability kebeishe the cut-off mark nibo equivalent grangani, then we pick the best. Those that is in terms of people with disability. Ngiwa kama staff our girls kitinya activities chang through our KCB foundation. Like now ki promoting ngalekab hygiene ki sponsoring in schools depending on the institution chika approach and KCB foundation ki koita sanitary towels akot ko igiger ngalekab sponsorship kotinye upper hand the ladies akipelansani.
Okay. Abang na balet ni kityo mara ngomoswe che itabonatin marginalized places karacha mara mita kabaten yang na KCB o mita ko tool en emetab Kenya kabaten those schools che mara marginalized miolin the hardship areas and abangalega mi water places maybe in terms of insecurity and to alago make it noise so iti chega tinganda ko doga muget ko mara mocha mji atebetab ko moswe che moni chegat. Kenya branches in almost all over the country. Those hardship places come nearest branches. Kupaishe the nearest branches koitie these potential candidates ngalekab sponsorship. Ngiwa ngalekab ranking and ngalekab pass mark nebo hardship places coming compared to other developed places. Memuchi paishe the same pass mark Mwasingisho akelgeyo Marakwet and West Pokot ak Trans Nzoia. Kenya different pass mark based on the locality of that place and based on the environment. How does it? Is it an hardship area? Is it an in terms of accessibility of academic documents? Angaleja tokol. Okay. Sawa kagiwango mo ngalia na balet na muchi mo gichubi na muna brager ko agete mge wallo which sport has the greatest untapped potential in Kenya. Okay, what is KCB's dream for Kenyan school sports over the next 10 years?
Kumacheke increase and progressively over the next 10 years. Kumacheke increase and our sponsorship to a very high value. Muchke ke talk kila impact na nyogone. Kumacheke create an awareness. Kumacheke kagikishan kila kanget the community knows that we support these sports, men and women, boys and girls. Kumacheke ke akishan kile ki advertising through media, through our Facebook page, through our website. Amungi ger this 3.5 billion chiki ke beishe mami betu niki ke ngalale lakini kake kasarta ni much ke kimache ke akishan la gmoy every year Angaliat number mwisho namaja amwachi bikab Kalenjin ku amaja assisitisan like ngai every activities that is environmental conservation activity namuch ko improve on our environment amungi gir kanyitab 2026 ngiwa kama staff wasingisho okuki kitinya changamoto nebo ngalekab ropta amaja encourage bikab Kalenjin tokol kole ngekol ketik much keboishe initiative kele how many years do you have ngitinye 35 years and 40 years equal the same equivalent number of trees sigo much ke achieve on our environmental conservation sige toret ke tokol a KCB hamu every year ke koitei ketik 1500 minimum of 1500 through that way we will achieve our environmental conservation agi reduce on carbon through this project bamusha machamwa ngalekab clean energy ki sponsor ni clean energy to our schools both private and public schools agi ki koitei affordable interest rate mamini ke any other financial institution ko koitei interest rate of 9.75 ko finance ngalekab clean energy agi finance ngalekab solarization amu reducing the amount of electricity bill libani every month. At the same time, you acquire the solarization. At the end of the repayment period, kukai acquire fully. Kukai eliminate ngalekab electricity. Ngalekab steam cooking. It's one of the way environmental conservation. Amu pendi sugulisha kumago pendi forest kotamagetik ko lagi CP getik lagi nigere so kubendi sugulisha ko chinge kwenet forest.
Okay, go with missing CPA Mathew Kiplimo hamun morane muchi woni peta praine asi muchi ngale ngutinge agureriet notan nebo tamit nebo oeng en sulja de secondary party le tawage hendir somagenge notan nebo arawani wi targit sab nebo araitab sit ko baten lumdo ana launch committee en targit oeng ko tawage site oeng agoi site angwan agaberiat en Mpesa Academy ko notan ko kagidai CPA Mathew Kiplimo so ngaliat na badat mara ni gatot pick up kaj ko ger ni tab rain agi moy kama ke ma le bunu anga muti bunu lge mara kwet gat pick che geren agi moy ngaliat na badat
amaja ma origin anyo ko el ke mara kwet village ni ure jabara ke chapatai lakini ki pawasa se kwal baret wasingisho unagumenya wasingisho walilen Kongyalil village amaja agat bichu amaja agat awasase jeju chimi Kongyalil John Chepi ak Koreti Kangogo amaja agat kwandenyu Caroline Chepchumba Kibet umi Eldoret Kiblombe amaja agat lagok chutogol chimi school like my first born komi I KSSSA ni create sagol amaja wish and success ina kure Sandra Chalakat
wish her the best
amaja wish and the best as she prepare to start her exam amaja agat pi togol group ta United F6 families ni Kiblombe amaja aliji chamke aka wishing them all the best in their activities akchi akatogol ni Kongyalil ak ni Kiblombe Eldoret kongei
what missing chita kwa engineer ko CPA Mathew Kiplimo hinendet ko branch manager anan obsayat no more net na tano bengi tab KCB na Kariobangi Newtet Nairobi ngajo ngala buri rosi chota njebo tamit ne ba oyenge ne wati le hanga lagi gera suguli se wange tebe tamutai tarigi maksasit ko wang so yeger sugul ko tage gara ngale ga buri rosi en suguli se na to ngete tri sama genge ay tab tsaf agoy tarigi tsaf arawe tab sit ko bate na baga manut ko ina lagilum do na tan indarigit aing nebo arawet nenyone chepkondok cheboisien ko million 10 ko bo urerenik ngalekab ureriet sisit en joton ko ngalekab events imibit noton chebo ngalekab tieni ngalekab MC ngalekab events chebo betut noton chitab Kalenjin noton ko toretet kon benkit nebo KCB kainenyu ko Shadrack Mutai awik singo malo ak loyab emet cheitun en ketesiet noton ichame nebo KASS TV metwaige kiweksi en komalo